Alright, this is going to be an entry into Mr. NoBuzzkillin's 2000 sub contest, and he wants us to show him a how-to video or a tutorial on how to do something. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. It's not using my camera. I'm going to give it a try and show you how to do a wood carving or a painting, and we'll start. I'll try to make this short. Okay, first you have to have a pattern, and the pattern you see right there is the Punisher skull. So first you get a pattern and you get it onto a piece of tracing paper. This is all this is, tracing paper, and this is just a piece of pine. It's a piece of pine board, cheap pine. It can be, not used, but it's just cheap pine wood. Okay, first I do that. So we're gonna do the Punisher skull. So what I do is I take a little push pin, and after I get the tracing, make a mark on the wood, push, 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 and then I lift up the paper and make a line. So that's his eye line. And then I'll do the whole thing, all the lines, and this is a fairly easy, it's a real easy project to take on. So after I get that done, I'll get my little Dremel tool, and on my Dremel tool I have a 3-foot extension wand with a bit, a little round bit. I have several sizes of these bits. This is a really small one, and I'll just go along and cut. Everywhere there's a line, I'll just go, grind it out, grind it out, grind it out. And sometimes I'll grind out this whole area in here, or this area right here, or maybe some of the outside. That's all you do. You trace the pattern onto a piece of wood, grind it out, determine what you want to, color it or paint it. You paint it, and then I put a stain over it, or I usually use Minwax coating to finish it off so the colors stay fast. But I'll show you a couple of the finished projects in a second. But I get my ideas anywhere from like calendars. This is just a small calendar of Picasso paintings, and I'll show you this one in a minute too. So you get your idea, put it on tracing paper, transfer it to a wood, carve it, and then you start painting. Okay, and here's how they should turn out. Well, here's how that Punisher you just saw, here's how it turned out. That's the Punisher over there. Turned out pretty good. And you can do just about any subject you want that doesn't have, some are not real good for transferring to wood, but other ones are, like the Boondock Saints symbol. Very easy. As you can see, it's got 3 colors, red, black, and white. Very easy to trace and cut out. And then there are others like this Vincent van Gogh that are quite complex, and you can see it's got I don't know how many lines it's got in it, but it took probably several hours just to line it up. Then I had to cut it all. I did quite a bit of carving on that one, and the painting was not real intense, but you can see it's got a lot of different colors. I had to make color choices, and it took a lot of painting. And I'll show you a few more, and really that's all I can show you about this. I can show you one more tracing pattern, and that's of the Van Gogh over there. As you can see, it's really complex. I had to trace it on this, transfer it to the wood, and then cut it and then paint it. All these little letters in here, I don't know if you can see them, they're the colors. So I transferred all that to that wood carving over there. Turned out pretty good, but I'll show you a few examples of what you can do if you have a little patience. I like the real easy ones, the 2 or 3 color ones, and this is another one, the Umbrella Corporation. That one's a very easy one to do. Here's another one. I got it from a Led Zeppelin album cover. Probably recognize that if you're old enough. And here's another Van Gogh Starry Night, just like that one over there, but this is more closely resembles the original. I thought that one turned out real good. And of course there are the real easy ones, or the comic or frivolous ones. Cartoon characters are real easy to do. Here's one I did. Of course that's Daffy Duck. Turned out pretty good. And here's another with Wile E. Coyote. That's a good one. And here's another famous painting. I don't know if you'll recognize it, but it's Edvard Munch. And that's called The Scream. That's one of my recent ones. And I think this year I've done probably 20 so far. So I've been kind of busy, and I'm trying to slow down on this stuff. And here's the Picasso that was in this little calendar. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Yeah, here's the Picasso. It's just a little calendar. It's like a 6 or 7 by 7 calendar, and I took the picture on the inside and transferred it to a piece of wood. So looks like that. That one came out pretty good. So that's what you can do if you can draw a straight line and use a little Dremel tool and a little paint. But a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience to do it. And for my shout outs that have less than 100 subscribers, my first one is going to be to 123 Carrie Smith. 123 Carrie Smith. I think he's got a lot, maybe 50 subscribers, but he does a lot of gun stuff. Good channel, you should check him out. And I'm going to do 2 shout-outs, I hope you don't mind. And the next one is Lenny Lennison 2000. I thought that'd be a good channel to shout out, 2000, since you're having a 2000 sub contest. Anyway, Lenny Lennison 2000. I just found his channel a few days ago, and I have one wood carving that kind of goes with his channel because it's on his home page. And this is it. It's an etching by MC Escher, and he's the only one on YouTube I've seen that has an MC Escher on his homepage. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, that's my entry. How to do basic wood carving and painting, and 2 shout outs. Knuckle bump.